Okay, so today we are taking 7AC Chant on a cross-country flight. So we are leaving from a grass strip in this area, and our first checkpoint is Statesville. And we are flying all the way south to Newberry. So the way I am going about this flight is I am using visual references to fly by, following railroad tracks and rivers to our destination. And our first stop will be Shelby. We are getting gas there because if we just flew to Newberry, we will be getting pretty close to our minimum fuel requirement. So the time it's going to take from home, Shelby to Newberry is 1 hour to Shelby from home and 1.2 hours to Newberry. I only have 13 gallons of usable fuel. So right here is my calculations for the fuel if I did not stop at Shelby and flew to Newberry. So the entire flight would be 2.2 hours and it burns 4.5 an hour. Then you add 0.75 for startup, taxi, and takeoff, which leads to 10.6 on the fuel burn, and you subtract that from how much fuel you're able to use, and that's how much you're going to be left with. And the 2.25 is the minimum fuel requirement. So yeah, it's pretty close together, and I would just feel better if I topped it back off at Shelby and topped it back off at Newberry. Okay, so let's go ahead and check that we do have our 13 gallons of usable fuel, which is, for right now, non-ethanol. The minimum octane is 73. Okay, we have our 13 gallons. Now let's check our oil level. So I like to keep my oil level at the full mark, just in case I start having an oil leak. I have more oil that could be used. This oil has about 9-ish hours on it since I've done the 20-hour oil change. It is the W100 Plus. Now, shut the hood. So now let's go into our checkpoints and more of the route of flight. So from home, we are flying to Long Island Airport, and by the way, I am very familiar with all this area, like the back of my hand. So from Long Island, we are flying to Lincoln, and from Lincoln, past this area is where I'm not too familiar with. So we are flying from Lincoln down a railroad track to Shelby, topping back off of gas, flying south to a drag strip and river. We are going to follow that river all the way down till we get to the lake with the power plant, and once we see the power line cut, we will follow it west to Newberry town, and once we see the second interstate from the lake, we will follow it north and see Newberry. I always check the NOTAMs and the chart supplement about the airports I fly to. The AWAS at Newberry is out, so I won't be able to listen to the weather, but the TAFs and METARs predicting that it's going to be a good day for flying with little wind and clear skies.
trying to let go of this heartache. It's been following me around. It wakes me up, it shoots me down. At this point I would rather be numb. I'm sick and tired of emotions. They've never done me any good, just tore me up into bits. I wish I knew how to call it quits. I should know by now how to live without her. I'm in the dark. When I make my way, I stumble and I fall. I'm a blind man without his cane. I'm the ocean without the waves. The radio's playing songs, telling me that I should try to move on. They don't say how, and it bothers me. I guess I'll have to try anyway. Try to let her go. I've always liked to be a stranger, keep my distance from the crowd. Thought that way I wouldn't get hurt, but when I met her it became a blur. She took my principles and turned them upside down. I had never felt that way, but what's to say? Sometimes good things end, but I didn't think that it would be this hard for a heart to mend. 'Cause I should know by now how to live without her. I'm in the dark. When I make my way, I stumble and I fall. I'm a blind man without his cane. I'm the ocean without the waves. The radio's playing songs, telling me that I should try to move on. They don't say how, and it bothers me. I guess I'll have to try anyway. Try to let her go. Oh, I don't wanna let her go.
So here we are in Newberry. I just got the fuel topped off again, so we are good to fly somewhere else. We are going to fly from Blueberry back down the interstate, follow the power line cut back across the lake to Fairfield, and then from Fairfield we will leave and go back up the lake, back to Shelby, top back off the fuel, head home.
I should know by now to live without her. I'm in the dark. When I make my way, I stumble and I fall. I'm a blind man without his cane. I'm the ocean without the waves. The radio's playing songs, telling me that I should try to move on. They don't say how, and it bothers me. I guess I'll have to try anyway. Try to let her go.
Do you ever feel you don't get out what you're putting in? All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscience. Different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
So I had to stop at Union and top it back off the fuel because I took up too much time flying around the lake and realized I would be cutting it pretty close on fuel if I kept on going straight to Shelby.